Hello, everybody, and welcome to Graded Point Live. And I said I'm going to do it, so I'm going to do it. Raptro, you made us late.
Oh,
Okay, sure.
See, Piper, that's what you got to do. Just go with it. You
oh.
don't fight it. Don't fight it. Just like yeah, okay, yeah. I was late. Whatever, fine.
I'm still fucking eating.
Yeah, Piper has a soundboard. I should have mentioned that to you. Sorry. Um, so, so tonight we have Minister Ben Fuselier. Uh, was it Fuselier?
You could just call me Ben Fuse. It's fine.
I'll just call you, call you BF. Make it sound tough.
Yeah,
What's your name? My name's BF. You got a problem with that? No, sir.
exactly.
But yeah, Ben, how you doing? It's good to have you on, brother.
I'm doing great, man. Thanks so much for having me on. Running this here campaign, trying to get people on it.
Yep, I'm got it on the screen right now. Outlaw Knights, issue number 1, Genesis of a Renegade. Sounds mysterious.
Woo.
That woman has ginormous eyes. I just noticed that picture. I'm like, This is just like my 90s comics.
It's code. She's,
Yeah.
she's a valued member of the team.
Valued,
okay?
yeah. She really pulls her weight, doesn't she?
She looks like she has a lot of personality.
Very much so, yeah.
Which end is up?
Wait,
So-
what?
Yeah. So tell me about this book, brother. So we go before we get too far off the rails.
Well, this is hopefully going to be the first of 6 issues. It's essentially it takes place in the distant future, about 1,000 years from now. Humanity's been colonizing in outer space as advanced as like it is in Star Wars and Star Trek and all that. It's like it's still kind of the new frontier.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a lot of competition going on between nations on Earth to tag up land in outer space.
Right.
First of all, this, of course, there's a new boom in, and so with as a result, character Cyrus Lawson, he's a security guard, small colony called Therese.
Mm-hmm.
It's yeah. Well, I don't need to go into that much detail.
Oh yeah. Just the basics. Yeah.
But anyway, he's just trying to kind of get away from all the craziness and the chaos, and of course, he doesn't get to get away from the craziness and the chaos because
Of course not. Why would
Hazards
he?
show up,
Yeah.
ready to raid an art gallery, and ends up kidnapped by them. So survive amongst a bunch of pirates, and he's also gotta get over his hard on for
Oh.
whole kind of thing.
That's
Nice.
Don't mind me if it sounds like I am updating our chat bot because I forgot to put your campaign in the chat bot. I went through the whole. I was like, I got everything played. I got everything all set up. I got the title card and everything. I'm doing good. Then I forget the important things at the end there, but it's whatever. All right, so hopefully that'll work now. Okay, all right, good. Okay, because I didn't want to be doing was it Edemonia. I didn't want to be like promoting Edemonia while you were on the stream. It's like, hey, you like Ben's book? Go buy this other one.
It's a good old crime thriller in space, you know.
Art looks great.
Yeah.
Big women, big guns, and
Yeah,
lots of action.
yeah. Like I said, for art wise, I really like it. I'm digging it.
Yeah, our artist is Render Contender. He is awesome.
Yeah.
What a name.
Yeah, he worked on Graveyard Shift Volume 2.
Oh, okay. Was he?
Yeah.
Did he work on like the supplemental, or in the actual book?
He did art
Okay,
for it. I know that.
Yeah, he did some art. So, so we're looking at what 48 pages, yeah, for this book.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Extend that, but
Mhm.
those stretch goals are pretty far away right now.
So you're kind of hiding them out, kind of thing, until you hit the. You want to get funded first, and then show stretch goals. I'm assuming, yeah. So you're asking.
Well, we got for 15,000. That's when we're gonna extend it by about 10 pages.
Mm-hmm. So be a
If we can hit 25,000, that's when I'm gonna write another 40 pages, and we're gonna add that, and we're gonna make it 93 pages total, I think.
That's gonna be a big.
Or
book.
no,
Nice.
yeah,
That's gonna be a big book.
Yeah.
that's like a big if.
Well, you never know, man. Might hit the right. Might hit the right person, hit the right stream. And take off.
Oh yeah.
Backing.
Are you backing it right now?
I am.
Thank you.
I am. It's very unfortunate though that I want the and you perk. You just caught me at a
Damn.
real bad time this time of year. This time next year, I'll be rocking those,
Okay.
but not this year.
Oh, is this the one where they you will
draw
be in the
into
book? Okay.
Yeah.
You want. So you're willing to dox your face so you can be in the book, is what you're.
Because that's gonna be my face.
Well. Okay, a representation of your face. How's that?
Yeah, could be an amalgamation. Yeah, I kind of look like this, but better looking. Can you draw me better looking than this? Great.
Sorry, I'm looking up something while we're.
Issue comes out. Everybody like, Xavier, you're not black, right?
See, got him. You know what you ought to do, Xavier?
Yeah.
I just thought of this. Here's what you ought to do. Get that, the plus U one, and because this is about renegades, you have your picture be Lorenzo Lamas. So, a book about renegades would have the renegade in it.
Outside the realm of possibility.
Now we're hitting the we're going to hit the 90 serialized action shows now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean everybody in the book. I mean everybody's in great shape.
Everybody
All
works
that
out.
working out.
Yeah.
This is a great place to work out.
Oh yeah. Especially if you're on zero grav, you're just like, man, these 1,000-pound weights are nothing. It's awesome. Getting so strong. So yeah, we got look at the tier. Look at the perks here. So $25 for the base book. Yeah.
That's what I got.
Cool. Okay, $25.
Oh, yeah. I said, hell yeah.
Yeah, there you go. It made a sale already. Then for $30, you get Outlaw Nights plus the digital preview. Okay. And let's see, you'll also receive a hard copy. What does that mean? Nothing. Oh, I mean, a hard copy of the preview is what you're saying. Okay. So you're giving yourself a little over a year to get this done, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just noticed December 2020, which that's good. Give yourself plenty of time,
Yeah. Well, I figure I've been learning just mainly from watching everybody else's campaigns, and the biggest thing I notice is that people kind of undershoot.
Yeah.
It's like I know that a lot of people are getting annoyed with lateness and all that, so it's like I want to minimize the risk of that as much as possible.
Mm-hmm. Seth.
I'm gonna invest in $5,000 in printing and
Mhm.
Shoot for 400.
That's I think that's kind of that's another thing that I'm kind of having a controversy about. I would see it as a controversy. These campaigns that do shoot for like $1,000 goal, just to, and they're doing it. I understand why they're doing it. They're doing it so they can go ahead and get it up there so it'll be trending, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it costs more than that to do a book.
Yeah.
And I have a bad feeling that's going to bite somebody in the ass one day. So I get it. I get why people would do it, but at the same time, I think people should just say what you
Shoot it with over 7,000, but like my main goal was to get to 10,000.
right.
I was actually gonna do it with the $10,000 goal, but Adam Post talked me down.
Mm-hmm. Oh, half speed Tucci. Sounds just like Billy Tucci, just half speed. That's. Let's see, where were we? Oh yeah, 45 digital plus a preview, and you get a print. Yeah, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. I know the push to talk's kind of like. Because sometimes half of your word comes out. I'm like, yep. Okay. Okay, for $50 you get 2 copies. Hey Xavier, why didn't you get that one? Then you could send me the other one. Come on. What's up?
Made of money?
Well,
Not yet, anyway.
yeah. Come on, dude. No, I'm playing with you. It's fine. I could get my own if I want it. When I want it, I'll probably back it in the next couple weeks when I get a little more extra.
Sorry, Wayne, you're just not cute enough.
Wow, dude, that's just totally destroying my hopes and dreams there, man. What's up? Fucking A. Okay, 4 physical plus digital, so you get 4 books and all.
So that looks like a good deal right there.
Yeah. I guess that's kind of that would be kind of like the retail tier sort of thing, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's good. Oh yeah, and then of course 2010 we just went up. Xavier kind of spoiled this one. 2010. 210, not 2010. $2,010 you can be in the book. Yeah.
Woo!
In fact, you know what? In order to get that perk, you have to pay $7,000.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What if like 4 people put together if that much money? Could they all 4 be in the book then? It's just a one-time payment.
We could do that.
We're combining our money into one. We're Voltroning our money. That. So yeah, so 2010, 210. God damn it! I'm about to say fucking let Piper do this from now on. I'm just kidding.
I read good.
Yeah. Read good. For $210, you get to be in the book, and you also get the book, and you get the digital preview. Finally got it out.
Actually, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah, is it the digital preview? I thought
it says.
Yeah.
It
is
a digital preview and the issue one.
Right.
Yeah. And then you get some comics. You get the comic and the artwork and some artwork if you do $325.
Render's normally a digital artist, but he has agreed to do 10 pages by hand.
Ooh. You people want to get on this now because once this Graveyard Shift stuff comes out, that'll be sought after.
No, yeah, Render. I think Render's going places. Render's definitely going to be getting some work.
I see him. I see him on a lot more projects. In all honesty, just looking at his work, he's going to be on a lot more projects.
Yeah, like I want to cling to him as long as I can.
You might need to sign him to a contract. It's like, okay, look, I need you at least for these. For the arc that we discussed, I need you at least this long. You can do other books while we're doing it, but you can't leave me.
I mean, he's doing stuff for other people, too. It's just, he's also. Mm-hmm. I'm making sure,
Don't forget our contest. We're looking. What
My game
contest?
today.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta take a time out here. What contest?
I vaguely remember something about that. I was drunk.
You started a contest and you didn't consult me.
I think that was literally how the announcement was that I'm going to announce this without consulting Wayne. Yeah, we're looking for designs for the first graded shirts.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll allow it. That's fine.
We're looking for drawings of a Robot Toad and Iguanatron.
So yeah, if anybody wants to do, I guess I'll just go ahead and let it. If anybody wants to, do a design for a shirt of Robot Toad and Iguanatron, who are totally not knockoffs of any other IP out there. And
Ethan Van Scrabbles only makes the most unique and independent comics.
Yeah, Ethan Van Scrabbles only makes the most independent comics. Check it out next week when he comes out with his new Indiegogo campaign. It'll be in-law days for
Eat in China.
In-law days, the revelations of a scoundrel. You notice how I went Genesis to Revelations? You like that? Did good, right? Yes.
Oh God!
I was following you the whole.
I went biblical on that. What do you think of that?
Good job. Good hustle, Billy. Good hustle.
Hey. Well, it was either me or Raptro was going to come up with it, so I tried to beat Raptro to the punch. Oh, where is Raptro? Did he leave?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Usually you're on top of those like puns, the totally original ideas. You having an off night, man? What's up?
I'm eating.
Oh.
I made chili.
Oh yeah.
In-law days sounds like a horror story.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Bandito afternoon, something like that.
That's pretty good too. Bandito afternoon.
Damn.
And then for like Genesis of Renegade, it would be like, beginning of a law breaking.
Beginning of a law breaking.
Damn. Now I kind of wish I had put that.
That's like a beginning of a law breaking. That sounds like Cliffy B's career. Oof. Ooh. Oh, get wrecked, Cliffy B.
Mata, you're getting the name of the book wrong. Ethan Van Scrabbles came up with "The Dogs Are Afraid of Me."
Yeah, the dogs are afraid of me. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is of course after his very successful campaign. Robot Toad.
Yeah, Robot Toad and Iguanatron.
Yeah.
Body Liquid Nectar.
Yeah, Body Liquid Nectar was the. That's the first part.
You get your cyber frog?
I have not gotten mine yet. I was just complaining. I was complaining to Mandy Summers about that earlier. She got hers before I got mine. I was like, that's not fair. You live in Georgia. I live in North Carolina. I'm closer to New Jersey than you are. How the fuck did this happen?
Everything's slow as hell in New Orleans. I'm expecting to not get it for a while.
Yeah, I'm not. Honestly, I'm not too worried. I was like on the very tail end of getting it. I was like the last day. I decided, oh well, I'll go ahead and get it.
New Orleans, aren't you waiting for the postman to be done reading it?
If the postman is,
Hopefully.
if that thing is open, I'm gonna kill somebody. Probably Piper.
Naturally.
Piper's like, well, here we go again.
Yeah.
Always getting murdered for something I didn't fucking do.
God damn it.
The dogs are afraid of me.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, yeah, I'm digging this, man. This fucking art, man. Still, oof, pretty.
I know, let's see, Failure by Winning was saying it in the chat too, that mine keeps going to Outlaw Star. Mine did too, that and Cowboy Bebop kind of in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Only less high tech.
Yeah.
But still that cowboy kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is
Or
there are
space
Western
cowboy kind of
themes
thing.
Yep. Exactly.
You're not denying your what you call it, your influences, pretty much.
Yeah.
Outlaw Star was one of my favorite animes of all time.
Yes.
I wish they'd continued it.
That's just like
it's underappreciated.
I always get the there's something, and I'm not saying anybody who's ever been on this show or anything like that, but I've seen some people's like, well, I got this idea, and they put it out there, and it's like, oh, this sounds like X. You mention what it is, and like, oh, really? I never heard of that. And like, okay, yeah, all right, yeah. Hey guys, I got this book. It's about this like ancient demon hunter. I mean, ancient vampire hunter. He wears a cloak and he has this cool hat and has his long sword. We call him Dimitri. Wow, that sounds a lot like Vampire Hunter D. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Well, my book takes place in the future.
So does Vampire Hunter D.
Everything is old. But everything is old in the future. Dude, that's still just Vampire Hunter D.
No, but it's different.
Yeah, different. D is for different. Firefly, Outlaw Star, Cowboy Bebop, Lone Star. Yeah. I can see that one.
Space Western. It's a genre at this point, so it's not like you're knocking on it, or you're copying something else. It's a genre, just like a Western is.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I've had this idea in the back of my head for like 10 years. Like, it the movie idea turned into a novel, then turned into a comic. But like, I hadn't seen Firefly when I came up with this idea, and a bunch of the things I used, like in my thing, similar to Firefly. But I promise you, I didn't see it then, because then when I saw it with my friend, I was pissed. I was,
it's like,
damn it,
yeah. It's like I remember years ago. You reminded me of something. I remember years ago, my mom was having back trouble, right? And I said, it's too bad they don't invent I wish I could invent a thing. And I'm like, I'm a kid at this point. I'm just thinking, right? They should invent this like a thing that's kind of like those weightlifting belts, but it would have a way you could pump air into it so it could get that certain part of your back and your spine where it would relieve the pressure of like a herniated disc and stuff like that.
Yeah.
4 years later. Damn it!
Yeah.
Could have been
so many times.
Could have been a millionaire.
Somebody somewhere has stolen my idea before. So many times.
Hell yeah. I had a movie idea that I ended up seeing in theaters starring Jet Li. It's called Unleashed.
Oh.
I had this idea for a comic book character once. He was a time traveler from the future that came back, and he was like a wisecracking asshole, and he was actually extremely incompetent. He just got really lucky, and all his gadgetry made up for his shortcomings. I was gonna have to do fun shit, and then I went to sleep. I woke up and looked over what I wrote, and I realized this is just Booster Gold.
Oh, great! I created Booster Gold.
Right.
Oh fuck! Not another one.
Put it on the pile. That's like Xavier. That's a character like after you've done that and you realize what you've done. It's like okay. Make a mental note. Create universe. Introduce this character later.
Yeah, we all want to see Rooster Silver.
Rooster Silver. How come you're so quick with the alternate names, bro?
Right?
It's like a fucking watch with you. You're just like, got it.
I think I only saw like one episode of Cowboy Bebop, maybe like 2.
It's good,
but I did like it.
It's good. It's a good. If you get a chance, man, you need to check out the whole thing because it's a really good.
I promise that this story is distinct. It's much better than Firefly. I can tell you that.
Yeah, because eventually it'll have an ending. Woo.
But I'd like to keep this going past 6 issues, but that just depends.
But what I'm saying is this arc will end at least. It'll be like there it is. You know, like
Yeah.
because Josh never got to finish his arc, which is funny because Josh doesn't get to finish anything really when you think about it.
He finished his career when he cheated on his wife.
Got him.
But the way I look at it, if you have an idea and then somebody does that idea, I'd say look at it like this: find out what worked about it, what didn't work about it. Now you just fix it.
That's what I'm having to do actually with the plot that I want to do. I was so pissed when Avatar came out.
You're telling me you created you came up with an idea of like somebody using like the 4 elements?
Or Avatar, the blue cat people.
Oh, fuck the blue cat people.
Yeah, the story is basically Pocahontas, but the fucking setting and details about the setting and the fucking blue cat people and a lot of details about them, I'm so pissed because they were a part of, not the main focus, but a part of
the world,
the sci-fi story. Yeah, and I'm like, well, fuck, because now if I do it the way I was gonna, they're gonna say I jacked all of that design ideas.
Make them green.
Make them red dog people.
Yeah, they make them red dog people. Yeah.
All you have to remember is what do people bitch about those cat people the most?
Yep.
And then don't do that.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's see.
And Mike's about to give us the what's wrong with the cat.
The rundown of what's wrong with the blue cat people.
Yeah. Go for
they're
it,
basically run by an alien entity that culls them at will. Let's see. They have no concept of survival past their own little planet. They are actually extremely fucking dangerous. They are they're nearly 2 stories tall.
Yeah, that one they were a little bit taller than what I was going for, but a lot of this stuff was still standard.
They all have fucking USB cables.
Yes,
that wasn't. Yeah, that one was weird. That wasn't part of mine. But their planet too, with the glowy shit. Pissed.
that planet that they worship is the most disturbing thing I've ever seen in a film. It is a monolithic entity that only cares about its own existence, and it is using these blue cat people as its slaves in order to maintain the status quo. I fucking hate it.
What was the name of that planet? Pandora?
Yeah.
And you remember how like people in like actual people, human people here, were like became obsessed with it. There was actually a psychiatric term for it. I forgot what it was, but it was essentially like people.
Are you serious?
Yeah, people became obsessed with wanting to be on Pandora.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing about the planet itself was the looks. About a lot of things having a lot of bioluminescent crap. Oh, so I have to.
My thoughts on Avatar were that ash, no substance.
Yeah. I mean, that was my thing. I was like, well, it looks pretty, but other than that, it's just not a good story. You know?
Yeah.
It's probably the best 3D experience I've ever had. And there's cameras moving through the trees. I'm actually reaching up to brush shit out of my face. That's
pretty cool. I can't do 3D movies. It makes me sad.
But otherwise, no, it's not a great story.
Oh yeah, like I love the Honest Trailer guys. They put it perfectly when they did their Honest Trailer of Avatar. Like movie will message, government bad, trees good. That's the whole movie.
Metacore, not to be confused with Medicare, but Metacore in the chat says, so white people want to go to Pandora and black people want to go to Wakanda.
Yep. What are you trying to say?
I'm just saying, I love the
white people have blue envy.
Blue envy. I always loved the thing with when people talk about Wakanda. They say, this is how it could have been, and you had to remind them Wakanda is not a real place. There was never in the history of anything where Wakanda was a real place. And so what I started doing, online, I started fucking with people. It's like, yo, where is Wakanda? I was like, oh, look on the map. It's next to Latveria. When you find Latveria, just move south and you'll find Wakanda. No problem. I believe I even rationalized that. I said, now think about this. I said, it's got to work because somehow Dr. Doom every once in a while goes to war with Wakanda, and he's always like there very quickly, so he has to be at the border. Somehow this Scandinavian country is right next to an African nation.
Well, I mean, what is that Slav country that's always that in Marvel that's always going to war over? Like generic Slavistan.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about because it was in Age of Ultron. Sokovia, yeah.
Yeah, Sokovia. So I think Sokovia, Latveria, and Wakanda are like neighbors practically. They got that weird Springfield effect.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's one thing I thought was really cool about the Simpsons movie when it was like they went around and like said, look at all these states that all border Springfield, and they all had a spring. All those states happen to have a Springfield in it. And that's what it was.
Texas, New York, Nevada.
Carbamia. No, that was in Transformers.
That was funny.
Yeah, season 3 of Transformers is like the dictator of Carbamia. I'm like,
Wow.
Megatron is after these oil fields.
Well,
Wow.
at that point, it was Galvatron.
Oh my goodness! The Socialist Democratic Federated Republic of Carbamia.
Yep. Yeah, that was the.
Whoa, lad.
That was the full. Mike, when I said Carbamia, did you instantly look it up? Is that?
Yeah, I wanted to go see. I was like, Carbamia city population 4,000 people, 10,000 camels.
Everything about that was a stereotype.
It's in the Sahara Desert.
Wow. That's what caused Casey Kasem to leave the show.
The Socialist
Yeah, that's
Democratic...
a pretty blatantly wow. Yeah. I'm surprised that made it.
Oh my god. The Socialist Democratic Federated Republic of Carbamia is a kingdom located in the Sahara Desert region of the continent of Africa and the planet Earth. It has a coastline with foreign ships that venture too close to it, often being fired upon. This intensely xenophobic state is ruled by Abdul Fakhari and apparently derives most of its wealth from particularly fine oil. The people are often heard swearing on the lives of their mothers, camels, and so forth.
Oh my god. That's fuck.
It's all true. I remember that episode very well. I'm like, even I as a lad was like,
Wow.
I can't remember. Was that? I was trying to say, was that a Triptychon episode or not?
That was not.
That was not.
They had this giant fucking flying sphinx though.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, at that point, I'm sure the creators, at this point, we've gone this far. What's the giant flying sphinx?
That episode was definitely brought to you by.
Here you go.
Cocainum.
Yes. Thank you, Arnold.
Dude,
What?
Look at their leader.
Oh God, you got a picture?
Oh no.
All right, open.
Oh.
Here's a. They were definitely modeling him after Gaddafi. Is that the crescent moon behind him?
Yep.
Oh no!
Oh no!
They were very, very blatant in what they were doing here.
Yeah, jeez.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to remember what the focal.
Changed.
I'm trying to remember what the focal point of that episode was.
I think there were 2 episodes because the first one had I think it was Silverbolt and somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were trying to find somebody was stealing jets.
Yeah.
And they pretended to be normal jets, and they got disassembled, stripped, and taken as a part of that the coup d'état.
Yeah.
And I think they went back later after the Decepticons got kicked off of Cybertron.
Yeah, because they didn't. They had a season 2 episode, like you said, with the jets. Because I think they were almost about to take apart one of the aerial bots, and then Mike, whatever that article is, it should have had a thing of what episodes it appeared in.
Okay, so Generation 1 cartoon continuity. After the Decepticons were driven from Cybertron in 2005, Dirge and Ramjet hid out in Carbomia, cleverly disguised as ordinary military jets that happen to look like Dirge and Ramjet. They were discovered by a blaster outback. Later, the population of Carbomia became so stereotypical that Teletran the First broke. Fortunately, Autobot City had the Teletran 2 computer, and it reported on the theft of various world monuments like the giant Decepticon, Trypticon. Fakadi had time out of his busy schedule of attacking cruise ships full of American fanatic imperialists to deal with Octane and Trypticon, where he'd provide them with the nation's excellent high-grade oil in exchange for making Carbomia a tourist mecca, which was odd considering Fakadi's fear of foreigners. However, Carbomia got more than a bargain for him when the Decepticon leader Galvatron took control of the nation of its vast oil reserves, forcing Fakadi to invite the Autobot foreign devils to expel the Decepticon foreign devils.
Carbomia was fractured by civil war, ousting Fakadi from power and forcing NATO to lend a hand to keep order. The Carbomians protested loudly at outsider involvement in their country, and Fakadi himself became head of the Carbomian Protection League. After attacked by the CPL caught on camera by a news reporter, it was revealed that the organization had obtained transformer weapons. NATO became even more determined to quell the terrorist activity and launched an operation in the south of Beta to capture Fakadi. I guess this is like in the comic continuity.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The Ottoman Confederacy was ruled by Fakadi, a noted pacifist. President Colton still insisted that it could launch preemptive strikes on the USA. On the other hand, Colton believed that every other nation could as well.
Oh my god.
Well, if we're talking about blatant racism, I'm gonna say the N word.
I'm going to say the N-word as well. Nice.
Nice. So yeah, that did happen. Trypticon was trying to steal monuments. He was stealing monuments. I remember that. It was so stupid too because they said some big dinosaur has stolen our monuments, right? And for some reason the Dinobots were getting blamed. The Dinobots are like not even a fifth of the size of Trypticon. There's no way that the Dinobots could steal a monument. I think they stole. I think Trypticon. I think he stole the. I think he stole the Soviet thing. You know that weird thing, the Kremlin thingy.
It's called the Kremlin.
I think it's like actually a church.
What it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
No, go ahead.
It's kind of like a vague,
The cover of Tetris.
I thought it was just kind of like a vague thing for like the Russian government. I didn't know it was the actual damn building. Yeah.
The Kremlin is like the Russian White House essentially, but
mm-hmm.
It's also the cover of Tetris.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he steals the. Yeah, here's a picture of Crypticon stealing the goddamn Kremlin.
Yeah, there you go. Just
It's like a dollhouse for him.
Trypticon noping out with the Kremlin.
And he's got a Decepticon decal like the size of a fucking SUV pasted like all over the place.
Especially on the chest area where you clearly see it. But,
the Dinobots are at fault here.
Not only the Dinobots, they tried to blame the Dinobots and Skylinks. The Skylinks was protesting, I am not a Dinobot!
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with being a Dinobot, it's just I'm not one of them.
Wow, Raptor seriously yeeted himself?
Apparently. Oh yeah, this is... Here's a picture. Here's a picture of Metroplex putting the Eiffel Tower back. Looks like he's about to play guitar.
Anyway, here is Wonderwall.
Oh God!
God damn it.
I would give anything to hear Metroplex play Wonderwall.
I do this for the last of the primes.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Let me take care of something here real quick. Yeah, I'm assuming that I know I didn't kick him, so he must have yeeted himself.
Cool.
Oh, Raptro. He was he was joking.
He
Saying,
probably had to pull something out of the oven.
yeah. Go and say the N-word. Nice. Nice, just like this campaign. Back to the campaign. Outlaw Nights.
Yeah. Wait. I have something to say right before we go to the campaign again.
Yeah.
Second to third degree nipples.
What?
And there's our counter for the night, guys. Line 2.
Were you there for that episode?
Yes.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
I was dying. That was the part that killed me for the whole rest of the episode.
Second or third degree nipples.
He said he had second or third degree nipples.
You were like, they're like burns, but they're nipples.
Yeah, I couldn't get past that.
There he is.
I said I was never letting it go.
Oh wait, no. So apparently stole not the Kremlin, but St. Basil's Cathedral.
Yeah, that's what it is. St. Basil's Cathedral. That's the really funny, funky looking architecture thingy. I think he stole He stole something. He stole a bunch of shit.
Let's see. He stole the U.S. Gold Bullion Depository Building, the Taj Mahal, the Eiffel Tower, and failed to steal the Kremlin.
He stole Fort Knox.
What?
The depository building.
That's
In
Fort
New
Knox.
York. Die
it's-
Hard 3.
Oh, okay. I thought Die Hard. I thought
Federal Reserve.
I thought that was under the World Trade Center. According to Die Hard 3.
No, I think it was a different building.
With all those coins they found that they gave away for $5 a piece.
No longer are we men without a country. Tonight, we had to figure out what country we want to buy.
Anytime I've been presented with that 3 ounce container and a 5 ounce container, make 4 gallons or whatever, I get that right every time because of that movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because the the riddle. Yeah.
That's still my favorite scenes, though. Just, what are you doing? Open it. Something bad's gonna happen. Nothing's bad's gonna happen. Open it. I am a bomb. You have just armed me.
Shit. He said, "You're nothing but a what? You were gonna say N-word? No, I was gonna say. What were you gonna say? Asshole. Okay, asshole." Edward in the chat asks, "Is St. Basil's a Gothic church?" I would say yes, but there's a big but there. Mike, give me a picture of St. Basil's Cathedral.
It's an Orthodox church.
Yeah, but just give me a
Yeah,
picture.
it's Russian Orthodox.
But still,
Okay, let me,
I'm trying. I'm going to prove a point here when I say. That's why I'm saying, give me the picture.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So, yes, you could say it's it's a Russian Orthodox church. If the Russians decide to vaporwave the shit out of their church.
I remember playing Tony Hawk and skateboarding all over that place.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Moscow level in...
Thug 1.
Yeah.
That looks like ice cream.
It does.
Fun fact about that place is that the architect that was involved in creating that place had their eyes put out because they were not allowed to make anything so beautiful yet again.
Oh.
Wow.
That's,
Place sucks. Wow.
Oh, wait. You're trying to tell me Russia sucks?
That's why it's a fun fact.
Thank you, Mike.
The Gothic church is when it has windows made of colored stained glass in pretty picture formation. Okay, yeah.
Well, there's other things that denotes Gothic architecture, but yeah, that's one of the big ones.
I was JonTron put out a video, not this last one, not the Goop episode, but one about where he ranked
Get the tier list.
the tier list for architectural buildings, and he said, then you got this. I got the only thing I call is the fucking Jenga building. And apparently, there's a building in Thailand that's like shaped. It's supposed to resemble an elephant. Spoiler: it doesn't really look like an elephant.
In Ohio, there's a building that actually looks like a giant wicker basket. Like they put the handles on it and everything.
Yep.
A giant wicker basket.
See, there are some architects that maybe need their eyes put out, but
I would like. Is there a picture of said building?
Yes, I'm grabbing it now.
Okay. Gothic is a style associated with the Notre Dame Cathedral. That's true. It's just it's just that as much an exterior thing as it's an interior thing. So I'd argue St. Basil's Cathedral isn't exactly Gothic. Well, it's us Russian Orthodox. So
yeah.
I used to drive by this building from time to time when I was a truck driver.
Oh dear.
Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah. That's people invested in this.
Dedication to the bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's a basket company apparently. So.
Yep.
You know what you should invest in otherwise? Outlaw Nights. I mean,
invest in Outlaw Nights. Yeah, you can get something that's something you can read and take home and take places and all that good stuff, and it doesn't look like a goddamn basket.
It's a fun, sexy adventure.
Yeah,
it's sexy.
Unlike a basket building, you can actually enjoy this.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look at that woman's face.
Beyond just that, I mean, those gents there, huh? Which ones do you like?
Yeah, which one now? Who? The gent?
Which of those gents do you like?
I'll answer for Piper. Probably the guy with the beard because he looks like a wolf.
I like the guy pouring a drink. I feel like I can relate to that.
I like that lady.
That's Serpent right there. Serpent's my man. Ivory's my man.
I think Rapture would probably like the guy who looks like a policeman because he respects authority.
Cyrus,
why would somebody
character?
Why would somebody go on the internet and tell lies?
I don't know, man.
Just lie? Really? That? Just go on net and...
Kind of,
oh Lord,
your soundboard broke up on that one.
Aww.
Yeah, but my man who's like, got the beard, man. Looking at these other panels, he's just like sitting there. Got him a drink. Got him a smoke, and he just chill as fuck, man. It's awesome.
Ivory, the captain of Hazard.
Captain Hazard. That's his. That's who he is. What's his name again?
Ivory.
Ivory. Okay. That sounds like a stripper name. Is he a stripper?
Pretty much most pirates at this point, they all take on kind of, code names.
Mm-hmm.
Dead.
Because they're ashamed of being pirates.
They're all legally dead so that they can, stay off the grid.
And then we got this guy who just got his arm chopped off. He's having a real bad day.
Yeah.
I don't think he had any aesthetic there.
He looks like it. Go ahead.
My bad.
No, I'm saying you. Yeah, go ahead. You were saying something.
Oh yeah, that's the villain of the 6-issue arc.
Okay.
Taurus.
It's just like he was like chilling, and he didn't like the way the guy was like doing. He was it's like you're not supposed to lean against that, and just chops his fucking arm off.
It'll make more sense once the letterer comes in.
Oh
but,
yeah.
At the same time, Taurus is super erratic and really messed up on like speed and meth and all that. So
sounds like our kind of guy.
Space meth and space weed.
Yeah, somebody could just look at him the wrong way and he'll get he'll get lose an arm.
So that railing is for safety, not for leaning on.
Yeah.
Well, we do know one thing looking at that comic panel.
Mm-hmm.
That guy can no longer be a right-hand man of anybody.
Good night, everybody.
Yep, that's it. It's all ruined. It's all wrecked. Does my man have a vape here? Is that why he killed him?
That's a justifiable reason.
Future.
Bro, pass the jewel. No, it's
Chop.
pass the jewel.
You'll ruin your lungs. Only 5 people have died. Don't you understand? Maybe this will make you remember, you idiot.
Is that a trick of the shadows? Does that dude have Mike Tyson's face tattoo?
Where was that?
He does have a face tattoo, yes.
Old guy cutting the arm.
Okay, yeah.
Similar
I see it
to
now.
type.
Yeah, I see a little. Yeah, on that side. Yeah, okay. I thought it was a shading at first. Now I see it. Okay.
So I apologize. Anytime I see a face tattoo on the side, I go straight to Tyson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like I said. I like the transition here. Here he is. He's just sitting in his chair. Having a good time. I'm sure there's some dialogue going over here because my man is like leaned up against the thing. Probably doesn't need to be leaning against the thing, and smoking his vape. He's just got his eyes closed, and he like opens his eyes, grabs knife, chops off hand.
Sometimes you just do things.
Yeah.
Events happen in life. Spurred on by other events. Yeah.
Man, apparently he doesn't like people who vape on his ship. I mean, I get it. I understand.
The Magdalena is a shit show of a ship.
Kind of like a. Is it one of those things like whoever kills the captain becomes a new captain? Is that one of those?
Nobody can really challenge Taurus in that area.
Okay.
I think they're all too afraid.
Oh, okay, so he rules by an iron fist, essentially. Like,
yeah, he keeps a tight ship.
Yeah. I mean, the only problem is if he keeps doing this, he's not going to have that many. I just noticed that a lot of these people have prosthetic hands.
There you go.
This isn't the first one he's chopped off, is it?
Yep.
It's an occupational hazard.
I'm noticing. Okay, this guy over in the background over here, I think he has one. This one kind of in the foreground, he has 2, and then this one right here, he has at least 1. And I'm sure the guy in the guard over here, he probably has 1 too.
It's kind of like the Yakuza, but instead of taking a little pinky when you displease the boss, he just takes the whole arm. I mean, come on.
Just the whole thing.
Well, at least the forearm. Yeah.
Maybe it's like Assassin's Creed, where if you want to join his club, you gotta prove you're a man by letting him chop your arm off.
Oh, I got a better one. What if they're playing by Star Fox rules, but instead of like cutting off their legs, they have to cut off their arms? So they can.
Yeah.
God,
so
it's been a while.
Yeah, this is. I don't think it's canon anymore. But
No, it's still canon. It's just the fact that the G diffuser means that they no longer have to have robot legs or cut their legs off to pilot the R-wing.
So did they hold on to their legs so they could put them back?
The only crew that the only crew that actually has like full on metal legs is the original Star Fox crew and not the second generation one from Star Fox 64 and on.
Okay, so Fox and Falco and all those, they have their regular feet.
They have regular legs.
Okay.
It's just Fox's dad.
So that means Peppy wouldn't have his, right?
Peppy has robot legs. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So does the Pigma from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Pigma.
Yeah. So I can imagine he's like, "No, dude, it was the legs, not the arms. What are you doing?" Read the manual wrong. Read it upside down. It was in Taiwanese.
No!
I like how here. Okay, this is like. Okay, this last page here. This is Twitter in a nutshell, right? Okay. Here you are. Here you go. This is going through the gate here. This is sending tweet, right? This is you immediately getting reported to the immediately getting reported by brigade reported by whoever. This is you giving the winky face at the end of your tweet saying just kidding. And here's everybody, and here's the police here to arrest you for making tweets.
Oh, you better delete that tweet.
God, I've been reading so
book.
much manga recently that I looked at the panels in the wrong way. And it looked like she started by pointing at like the computer or whatever, what was winking. And it's like, I immediately thought, oh no, this white boy said the N-word. And
Well, we got a code 15. We got a code 15. We got an N-word on Twitter. We got an N-word on Twitter. Be advised. Be advised. I'm sure that once again dialogue will explain the winky face.
Yeah, that's the wink. I can tell you right now because this is page 1. So
Okay, yeah.
But that's that's a virus that they uploaded to their mainframe.
Gotcha. Okay. I kind of figured out, just from, some tropes I know that's probably a virus to
Yeah.
But it just
So we're being jammed.
Hackers like cutesy,
yeah.
So we're being jammed. Raspberries.
Only one man would give me the raspberry.
My personal favorite. You didn't say the magic word.
Yeah.
I like to. You ever watch Archer, Ben?
Hell yeah, that's one of my favorite shows.
Remember when was it Cyril uploaded the virus into the mainframe? Yeah. It was the tut tut. What?
I swear to God.
I didn't do it. It was an accident. I can fix this. Come on, Cyril. You can't. If Krieger can't fix it, nobody can. I mean, it's Krieger. Let's see what the chat's saying. I can still chat on Discord. Just watch this, and looking at the tutorial vids is distracting. What tutorial? What's it?
He's doing math homework
The
now.
one has the $1 million question.
Who's that?
Yep.
Oh yeah. But are there trading cards? Yeah, Raptro, where you at, man? What's up? You missed your. You got to do your journalism.
Ready to ask the hard journalistic questions.
You got to do your journalism, man. Come on. Go ahead, ask him.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I mean...
I'll ask him when I'm good and ready.
One eternity later.
I'm going to do a trading card for this.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm just sitting here like waiting. He's just like silenced. I'm like, well, there's some dead air.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Am I doing it?
He asks every guest we have, we'll leave you trading cards. That's what the joke is.
We will do trading cards if we can hit 10,000.
There you go. Now you've answered the question that Raptro didn't ask.
I asked him. It was just I was talked over now.
You were tacoing? Is that what I'm?
No, I was talked over.
Oh, talked over. I thought you said you were tacoing. I'm like, that's a. I don't know.
Is that a verb?
It is now, I reckon. Lordy.
Also gonna have posters.
Oh, nice.
10,000.
Nice. Would it be pinups of this lady who has a good skeletal structure?
She's not really a main character.
I protest.
After the.
What about the guy behind the bar? Is he a main character? Because he's the character I relate to the most.
He is one of the main cast. Yes.
Yes.
Y'all are right. The more I stare at this, the more I like the dude. with the
The beard man.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
even like beards, but
He's
I
got
like that dude.
He's got that tall, dark, and handsome
Yeah.
kind of look to him. Yeah.
Tacoing sounds like lesbian porn search term.
I mean, yeah.
It does.
Yeah. I mean,
But we're forgetting
Star
hoodies.
Story. Star
Were you
Story.
talking about Were you talking about the woman with the Gatling gun?
I was talking about the woman in the first image. You know, in your campaign, like
With the she's next to Cyrus.
yeah.
Yeah, that's no, yeah, she is part of the main cast. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's what I say. Nice nice pinup of her would be.
I thought you were talking about the.
You think I'm talking about the girl who's got the? You think I'm talking about the chick who's putting like, hey guys, winky face?
Yeah,
it's all over.
No, she is part of the main cast, but she doesn't have a big role in this book. We just kind of meet her for the first time, but we don't even really meet her.
Mm-hmm.
Bigger role in issue number 2.
Well, her big role is to be a pinup, in a poster that will sell like hotcakes. I'm telling you, brother. I'm
Damn.
I'm giving you $1 million ideas here.
Her main role.
In this situation, Piper, come on. In this situation,
I know, but
this
it's
is
still funny. It still sounds fucked up.
Piper. Piper, if it would get us 1,000 subs, I'd put you on a poster. Okay.
I'd do it.
There you go. Got the Piper.
You guys
pinup.
heard it here at 1,000 stubs.
No, not at 1,000. To get 1,000, we'll.
Get us to 1,000 subs, you get that poster.
Yeah.
But that's not all.
Mm-hmm.
The 1,000th sub.
Does it count if I unsub and resub?
But it is 999 is like.
According to our social blade, we've lost 500 subs and gained 500 subs the same day. What chicanery is this?
Yeah. I like how Star Storyteller says, "You mean boobs?" Yeah, I know, right? I'm trying to keep this trying to not be obvious about what I'm talking about, but
I think the PC term is personality.
Yeah. She has a great personality in this picture.
It's a flawless personality.
Yeah. Like I said, it's just I see her, I immediately go to the 90s, with when comics are rad. Comics were rad. The women's were busty. That's really fun. I thought about that the other day, and I think about this. During that time, models were like paper thin, right? Like female models.
Right? They were all bones.
They were all bones. But in comic books, like the women were like badow.
Yeah.
So and let's think about this. At that time, comic books were selling like hotcakes.
Yep.
So, maybe I figured something out here.
Supposedly, the reasoning behind making all of or having models that were like that was that so that they could put any kind of clothes and stuff on them and it would fit.
That's dumb.
Without having to worry about boob sizes.
And then you put them in a.
And it's like they're all skeletons, so you can hang anything you want on them.
And they all look like they're wearing frocks instead of something trendy, right? Like
yeah.
What was the joke in Family Guy where it was like, was it Kate Moss and she kept falling through cracks in the floor?
Yeah, blowing out the window.
Yeah.
Two-dimensional.
Whoops, open window.
She's like, there she went. Everyone wants TNA. Yes, I agree. I also like Mr. T. And doesn't help that most fashion is run by gay men, and the most beautiful thing to them is skinny boys.
Yeah, there could also be a correlation there. Yep.
You might be onto something.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying that the worst objectifier of women is secretly gay men?
I mean, just saying. Sounds like it.
Son of a bitch!
Oh no, I think we cracked the code.
Yeah.
I'm concerned for everyone's safety now.
Put me before the UN. I will make a speech.
You would think with how many people who are bi and whatnot writing modern mainstream comics, that the characters would be more appealing to look at.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not attracted to people.
I mean, did y'all see did y'all see the artwork for Storm where they just made her a white woman?
Why? How come like a bunch of people aren't pissed about that?
Yeah.
Because the first thing I noticed was, whoa, ain't she a white now? I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
when did that happen?
I don't know if anybody saw that, but I was like, why is Storm white?
Yeah, I saw that. First thing I noticed, and I'm like, how come the people that rage about dumb stuff aren't raging about White Storm there?
Oh God, White Storm. C-Lab. 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 What if somebody called you White Stormy?
Are you saying the Black Stormy?
There's a Black Stormy?
No.
I was just talking to Black Debbie. Don't call her Black Debbie. Why? Well, she is. She's black. What would you like if somebody called you White Stormy? There's a Black Stormy. And then, of course, later on, you found out Space Stormy is black. So.
I am Bizarro Stormy.
I am regular Stormy. Too much. We're having too much fun.
I looked up. I tried to find the cover that you guys were talking about, and one of the things I stumbled upon was like a Comic Vine forum post from 7 months ago, where somebody's like, "Yeah, when are we gonna see a White Storm? Because there's a Black Cyclops in Extreme, Black Spider-Man in Ultimate Spider-Man, Black Nick Fury running in 616. Marvel is giving us a Black Wolverine one day, possibly. Are we gonna get a White Storm in the future?"
Apparently.
And then they were like, "Yeah, I'm cool with like an alternate universe White Storm. You know, as young as Miles Morales, make her different." And the person who is like, yeah, you can kind of see the start of this, like, "Oh, you can't say that, you can't do that, blah 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 blah." I'm doing a direct quote here. Hopefully not. Storm's foundation is focused around her race, and her features are unimpressive without dark skin, and her features are the only thing that truly makes her physically special.
Wow.
Wow.
What's
your name? Storm? What do you do? Nothing. Nothing special about me other than my looks, my skin.
Yeah. I also harness the primal energies of the earth and create, weather patterns.
I do like how they do bring up the her race is important to her story and stuff like that. I'm like, that's funny because that doesn't seem to apply to any other character.
Yeah, it doesn't matter for Magneto.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Like, I mean, it's like, why was Storm black? Well, Charles found her in Africa. I think it was in Kenya, right? Where in the streets of Kenya. Yeah. So
if they did make if they're making a White Storm and they're intentionally making a White Storm, I would hope it was a different character, technically.
I think that was the case. What you saw the other day was a situation where they fucked up their coloring and essentially made Storm white.
No, I think we're going to make a very progressive Storm in that we're going to make a Storm that's a white male who self-identifies as a black female.
There we go.
So you're saying a male Rachel Dolezal is what we're...
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I like it.
We're getting really progressive.
Here is
trails.
Yeah, here is Storm, originally named Rick Monroe, now going by Aurora.
He self-identifies. You can't question that.
That's right. Yeah.
With your damn science.
Stupid science.
What was that article I had earlier where it said it said transgendered man who gave birth to his son cannot
oh my God.
Was declared by the court that he could not legally be called his father.
Yeah, they got mad because they wouldn't put him as his father on the
birth certificate.
Birth certificate. I'm like, how the fuck would that work? You fuck yourself and impregnate
It's strange. It's one of those. That's one of those ancient Greek like puzzles, you know. Like,
I knew a girl like that.
God damn it. Oh shit. Fuck it.
Mike, how do you always know a girl like that? It's like every.
I had a weird hometown.
Oh God, I knew a girl like that. Every time. Every fucking time. So Mr.
You know,
Ben,
maybe that's Greta's problem.
Oh, Greta. What's it, Greta? What's her last name?
Her mom is her dad.
Thunberg, Jumberg,
yeah,
whatever.
something like that.
Yeah. I heard
Thunberg.
I heard that even though she's environmentalist, she really like for fabric saucer, she really likes Downy. She just loves the smell of Downy. I'm just saying that she really enjoys the feel of Downy. And she put out a tweet today. It's like, oh, you know, all they're doing is making fun of my looks and this and that and the blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, yeah, you look stupid, but other than that, you're still an idiot. Like,
Cat, fuck you.
And I see those people, guys, you need to challenge her ideas and not her looks. I was like, I'll just do both, thanks. Fuck you, I can do what I want. You know.
Fuck you, all the people that have jumped on other kids and actually done like.
Oh yeah, you remember when we canceled the MAGA?
Getting pissed, going, she's just a kid.
Hey, remember when we canceled the MAGA hat kid? Remember that shit? Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a fraud. And nobody cared. They still fucking went after him.
Yeah. You know. Yeah. When old Nathan Phillips like went and beat a drum in his face, and
yeah, and the rest of the film came out in other angles, and it turns out the kid was innocent.
Yeah.
Nobody cared. They were like, well, he still shouldn't have been making that face. Still. That looked like a kid that was freaked out and trying not to look freaked out.
That a young boy was arrested today for giving somebody sass.
Yeah, I thought it was it. And a 5-year-old like kid with like autism got arrested for hugging. He got arrested for sexual harassment.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got put on the
Was that in Florida?
I don't know if it was in Florida. It was still. I don't think it was the same Florida. This is not.
No, I was just wondering if it happened in Florida.
I mean, this is like par for the course for Florida, according to the things we read the other night, right? Like,
right. Getting in trouble for arresting too many 6-year-olds.
That was like, yeah. It's like, okay, guy, you've arrested a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old in like the last day. I think you might need to take some time off, buddy.
They're just like, all right, that's it. You've arrested one 6-year-old too many.
Oh God. If you're a kid trying to act like an adult, be ready to take the crap like an adult. Yeah.
Right?
I mean, the whole thing that bothered me was like, you've taken my childhood. I'm like, how?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the people that are dragging you around, making you cry and make dumb faces on camera are the ones that are in the process of taking
your childhood. Yeah. And also, can I say, fuck those parents? Like, despite the fact, forget that they're, fucking, like, crazy lefty Antifa whatevers. Fuck those parents for scaring this child half to death.
Yeah.
And buying into that whole meme is like, in 10 years, it's just going to be irreversible. I'm 40 years
That's how I
old.
feel.
I've been hearing that for 40 years.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've been hearing that since.
In 10 years, it's going to be over. And then those 10 years go up. I'm telling you.
Was supposed to be it.
10 years happen, and they still talking about 10 years from now.
10 years from now, I think the best ones are always like when they talk about irreversible climate change. And it seems like they pick the day to announce it when it's like the coldest day in the U.S. or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna all be. Look, I'm not somebody who's denying that climate change happens. I don't, it's not that. Don't get me wrong there.
Yeah, but we must also keep shit into context, like with the medieval warming period, as well as holding people accountable for basically rounding errors upwards.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers have been promising, like, the world's gonna end in 12 years since I was in, like, middle school, and it hasn't happened yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, fucking get on it.
Yeah, if you're going to end, just go ahead and end my pain.
Let's
do this, right? Like,
I'd like to remind you that
come on, Earth, you're half-assing it. Let's go.
Get it over with.
In terms of carbon emissions, we're doing pretty good compared to the rest of the world.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to remind you that Beijing cannot be seen from orbit because the pollution cloud is so thick.
Somebody asked, well, how do we stop climate change? I said, you nuke India and China.
No, you nuke China first, and then you say, India, okay, this will be
You're
you next.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go ahead and nuke China because they're not going to do it anyway unless you nuke them, right?
Yeah.
India can learn a lesson. But that's really, and I'm not saying don't be responsible. Yes, if you recycle, do all the, stuff, right? Take care of where you live, I say. Like, don't throw trash out, this, that, and the other.
Also, 2 or 3 years ago, the smog was so thick in Beijing that a fucking factory was on fire for 3 hours before anyone realized it.
Oh my god.
And I think you remember this. It's like there was this big study on how to stop the Santa Ana winds in California. We're getting all this smog and we don't know how to get rid of it. Well, you literally had to stop the Santa Ana winds to keep the smog out of LA. And that smog comes off of the ocean, and that smog comes from where?
China.
Do I say like Trump? China.
Oh, I used to have that on.
Oh yeah, China. Let's talk about this book again.
It's not made in China, this book.
Yeah. Unless you're going to get it printed in China, then we'll feel kind of bad.
I think so.
You'd be paying some serious tariffs then,
Well, I know there's some folks that like they've had to import it. They've imported from like other country, for printing and stuff because it's cheaper, which is not, there's no problem. It's just, I think
they're getting hit by that trade war.
Well, Kyung Lee did it, and it just took a long time for him to get his books because it was literally a slow boat from China. Well, it'll get here eventually. Okay. Yes. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so yeah, Outlaw Nights, issue 1. I think Ben would like some support for those that are watching now, and of course they'll watch it later. And I always say, even if you cannot back it, please share it if you're on social media and stuff like that, because the more eyes on it, more eyes on it, the better. Because some people, people come along and they're going to like it and they're going to enjoy it. I mean, just hey. This, the man.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
I need as much help as I can get.
Yeah, like please help the man out. Throw the man a bone here.
Someone pay to be in his comic.
Yeah.
What?
You could be the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think, just do it.
Yeah, don't think about it. Just do it.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm kidding.
Buy this book.
Fat little pig. Quiet. Stop. I'm not the character from the book. What book? Anyway, like I said, the links have been.
Thrillers.
Well, I say the links have been going through the chat all night, and also the links are in the description below. If you're watching this later, absolutely check out Ben's book because Outlaw Nights issue 1 looks like it's going to be a fun title.
Wow, I've been wearing one of my socks inside out all day.
Oh Jesus!
That really bothers me.
I just like leave it open. I was like, I'm just gonna, and then like, oh, my socks are inside out.
I don't know why. For a second, I thought that was like some kind of way of showing solidarity.
All right, everybody, turn your socks inside out for Ben. We're gonna.
Yeah.
That'll be our. There's your hashtag. Socks out for Outlaw Nights. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Hold on a second.
I love this show.
You think I won't? Hold on. I'm live tweet right here. Here it comes. All right. Hashtag socks inside out.
Dog.
Wait, what? Oh, he's a loud sleeper.
That's cool.
He's not snoring, he's barking.
Elbow drop him.
Give him
Go to top row.
I got 2 dogs. It's like raising kids for me.
every once in a while though you got to
Yeah,
give him, I'm just saying every once in a while you got to give him that fucking what the hell? Look. Me and this copy paste are going to have a round here. Copy. Paste. What the
Have you tried Control C and Control V?
I have tried that. It's not working. You know, I hate
Okay.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
I'm going to turn you off and on again. You keep on.
Is that a threat or a promise?
I mean, it's whatever you want it to be.
Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me.
All right. Let's try it again. Live boomerang is happening right now. There we go. There we go. Socks inside out for Outlaw Nights. That's your hashtag. Show solidarity with Ben and get this book. I mean, that's the way you do it, man. You got to come up with marketing campaign. Come up with ideas. You go on any other show, right? And they're going to talk to you about the book and stuff like that. You come here, you get ways. It's like, man, I'm going to make $1 million because I was on Greatest 25 because they gave me all these great ideas.
We're on Talladega Nights now.
There you go. Like to thank you for my 2 beautiful sons, Walker and Texas Ranger. Yeah, copy pasting has been kind of broken in new Twitter, even though I've got the old Twitter add-on. I can't even, like, before, you could copy an image and just paste it in and it would, like, upload it. Now it just, like, if you're doing it from a website or something like that, it'll just upload the link. So you have to, like, save it and then upload it. And it's like, thank you, the women Twitter designers who, quote, improve Twitter. And then decided still not to add an edit button. You
Seriously,
you brilliant people.
Why is that so fucking hard to
I don't
add
know.
an edit button? It drives me insane. How
I have a feeling it's because if they add an edit button, they will literally break all the functions of the black box that they have no idea how it works now because they've kicked out all the engineers from before that were all problematic, and now they're stuck with all these aposematic rainbow hairs that don't know what they're doing.
It's a good point.
Sounds like the plot to a new Outlaw Nights story.
Yeah, Outlaw Nights issue 3. Reign of the blue hairs. Press down.
Honestly, you could have like a planet like that of like a bunch of people that are nominally progressive, but they can't like take care of their planet because they don't know how.
Yeah.
No, trust me, I'm gonna have. It's not gonna be blatant. I'm gonna have little tiny things that might reference stuff going on today, but not much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good, because you don't want to date it.
I don't want to.
That's
Yeah,
the
like
one
I
thing
don't
I
want.
fucking hate.
Yeah. I think it's like,
I don't want to scare anybody off.
Yeah, if you do dumb things like, put a blue hair in your book, and it's just like kind of a one-off joke, that's fine, but if you try to make like your future space story and we're still talking about gender identity and stuff like that, it's like, yeah, it's not going to work too well.
Impeach President Trump.
Yes, impeach President Trump the Fifth.
The Trump legacy has been going on for 10,000 years.
And now that Trump was cloning himself, it's just like what the Emperor did in the books.
Yeah. This is Donaldus Magnus the Fifth, fifth of his name, rulers of the Andals and the First Men.
What chapter would Baron Trump command?
Well, Baron Trump's gonna be like I think what we say 2045 he'll be the president. He's got to grow up a little bit, make his own millions, billions.
All he wanted was to watch Crunchyroll and be left alone.
Yeah. I mean, he's just like drawing his like little Japanese animus, and the next thing you know, he's president of the United States. Like, well, okay. Well, anyway, I think it's a good time to knock off for tonight. Ben, thank you for coming tonight. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much, man. Anytime, dude.
Yeah, anytime you want to come on, just let me know. We can pimp the book
Absolutely.
a little more. Yeah.
You may regret that.
No, I don't. Trust me, I don't. I wouldn't regret it. 9 times out of 10, the people I've invited on the show have been cool, and I'd love to have them on again. So, anyway,
like Quartz McMillan and fuck.
Quartz McMillan? You mean Crystal McGee?
Yeah, Quartz McMillan.
Okay.
Wow.
Just making names up for people now. Anyway, guys, we appreciate you all showing up tonight. Thank you for watching. For those who watch later, check out this book. Like I said, the link is in the description below. And we will be on tomorrow night. We will have the creator of Road Warrior Drake on, who will be talking about his book. So we will see you then. Until then, have a good one.
2nd to 3rd degree nipples.